Were you familiar with Lars Hallström's films before
Yeah.
doing Dear John? And
Yeah.
what was it like working with him? What did he bring that you haven't had in a director before?
You know, I mean, the first thing he said to me was, I'm going to give you the same freedom that I gave Leo in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and I freaked out immediately because I was like, is there something I don't know about this character? Am I supposed to be mentally challenged? Or like, oh God, what am I going to, I don't even know what that means. But, you know, really what he meant is just that that there is no wrong way to do it. You know, he wanted to figure out actually where it was wrong, so we knew where it was. And so, let me rephrase that. We wanted to know where it wasn't to find out where it was. And, you know, he's not the kind of director that tells you what he wants you to feel. He wants you to go in and figure it out. And because he doesn't know, you know, he'll be the first one to be like, I don't know what it should be. You know, I know what the character wants to be, you know, what I want the character to be, but, you know, we got to find out how we get there.
What are you hoping audiences will take away from this movie?
I hope they think about their first love, you know, or if they're about to engage in their first love, you know, and take the note, you know, like if you find someone that you care about, don't let them go, you know, do everything you can to hold on to them. And if you're having an issue, it's probably you, not them. You know, it's probably, and I think that's what John has to discover along the way, that I think he points a lot of fingers, and as you grow up, you realize it was more, probably has to do with what you're doing and how you're, you know, the things that you've done to, you know, make these things happen, I guess, in your life.
So, you know, we've talked like a lot about like what the pranks were and stuff, but what do you think was your toughest moment on this set? Like, what do you think was the hardest for you either to do or to feel or?
The emotional scenes are always, you're always nervous because you don't want to go in thinking about them. You don't want to, you never know what's going to happen in them. I don't know if that was the toughest. I'll just make a joke. It was actually tough to know that you're gonna have to be on the beach with your shirt off and stuff. Cause I love food. I really love food, and you know, I'm a lot bigger than Amanda in real life. You know, so I had to try to get as small as possible, and so we just don't look like, you know.
And we were saying in the hallway, you have a little bit of a situation going on.
We were talking about, because like, I like working out, but I don't know how you got to like, how you looked at that movie. I'm like, how does he do that?
Men all around the world feel bad.
You know, look,
I don't want to ask that question.
If I mean, I do want to do something with you know, overweight kids one day, because I lose about 30 pounds for each film. You know, I fluctuate in weight. You can do it if you really want to do it. I mean, I love watching The Biggest Loser because it is such a testament of saying, look, you can do it. You can. Everyone does it. You know, you can't. I mean, if you can walk, even if you can't walk, you can do it. I mean, you can find a way to do it, and it's not easy. It sucks. It even sucks. Look, I was an athlete, you know, in college and in high school, and you know, I have been blessed with great genes, you know, but it's possible. You know, I walk around at like 210. When I do a movie, I'm about 160, about 170, 175. You know, and it's just because it does. Like, it does, and the film makes you look bigger. You know, as cliche as it is. You know, I probably wouldn't have got a job, especially in the beginning of my career, when I really did not have a clue what I was doing acting wise. If I wasn't a model and I didn't know how to, you know, work out and stuff. You know, as shallow as that sounds, you know, I probably wouldn't have got a job.
Yeah. Having been in the military and how painful your John lives can be, but you know, you would see other fellows get them. Can you talk about? Did you speak with any soldiers who got those when they were in the service, or how did?
I never actually ran into one that got an actual Dear John letter, but my whole unit, pretty much except for maybe 4 actors, were actual special forces, and I did get to talk to them pretty, you know, for the whole film that we were together. About what it is to be away from somebody for that long, and how they communicate, and you know, you do it everywhere you possibly can, through mail, through emails, through phone calls, and you know, and they said that getting an actual letter, it's kind of like Christmas. You know, it was a little bit of home that actually made it to you. It smells like her, or it smells like home, or you know, it's her handwriting, or it's his handwriting, and you know, they just kept going on about it's just a little piece of them, and if they made it, and that's really, I never really got to talk to one about getting that upsetting letter.
And you've actually played a military character before. What is it about? Is it something about those type of characters that draws you, or has it just been kind of a coincidence?
I don't know. I kind of joke that I'm like, I think I just had a shaved head and a thick neck from playing football, and I don't know. But I'd like to think that that I respect what they do so much that I hope I can that the directors see that sort of how much I value what they do, and that you have to love your characters, and I love every single one of the soldiers that do what they do, and I don't even for a second try to give an illusion that I know even half of what it feels like to be a soldier, because I don't. I have no clue, and I don't think anyone that hasn't been one will ever know. And I just try to wear the clothes right and sling the gun right, and not try to make them look like an idiot. I have a lot of soldiers that are my dearest friends, and from doing now 3 soldiers, but I don't know if G.I. Joe really counts. It was sort of more of more X-Men and Star Wars than it was emulating a real soldier. But